And we're live from Glendale, Arizona.
Are we, Daniel?
I don't know. Are we? Giorgio, you tell me. Cool. What is up, people?
Oh, hello, everyone. Let Papa sit down. Maybe some of you have already seen me this morning. Maybe you have seen Dan as well. Yeah, we tried.
But we're trying again.
We are trying
That's
again.
all you can really ask for.
Now, oh, man, we got the Hawk and we got Logan already in the building.
Got a few peeps
man. Ooh, we got the peeps.
Get everybody cycled in before we get going. Obviously, a massive card. It's really nice out, actually, too. You know, it's a dry heat, is what they say. The Arizona.
Yeah, you got to love that dry heat. You got to love that dry heat. How do we look, guys? How do we sound? What are things like? We got two dudes on a couch. It's me and Dan.
Wearing really short shorts. You got your jeans. I don't know how.
My really tight jeans that are really short that show my ankles. Are these capris? I don't really know what you guys would consider
Got
these.
Lulus.
But I'm here. Yeah, Dan is actually wearing Lululemons and has almost inspired me to go buy some.
Yeah, because we are right by the outlet mall.
And we have two pools here at this hotel.
We got two pools.
Guys, I think we've made it. Have we made it, Dan?
We got a pretty basic hotel gym. Dumbbells up to 50. Pretty much machine heavy.
Dan, if you can't do everything you need with 50-pound dumbbells, like what are you trying to lift while on the road?
Well, you're really maintaining things, right? Mm-hmm. You're just trying to like shock the system back to life.
I understand
Just
that.
getting a pump. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I get it.
A little vascularity. You know, we are in Arizona. Little squawk to the Hawk out there. Little squawk action. You know, we need to stay pumped. You need to stay big. You need to stay vascular. It's a little different than some of the other places we've been. People here appreciate fitness.
They do. Well, at least the girls do. A lot of schlumpy guys walking around with some dime pieces.
And money. A lot of schlumpy guys walking around money.
And chains, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of chains. A lot of Rolexes at this hotel.
That's just your UFC crowd, though. It's just trashy dudes with money.
Trashy dudes with money. I am trying to be a trashy dude with money.
I'm from Delco. I'm not throwing stones here. I love it.
Central California.
I'm a trashy guy without money. So like, they one-up me every time.
Look at how long your mustache covers your lip. Like I want you to look at yourself in that camera right now.
True. I didn't actually get the
clean it
trim
up.
I didn't clean it up with the haircut. The haircut, I feel like I'm stealing valor right now.
Yeah, you do. It's a real high and tight. Like
is.
A little cream corn action. Jack's going to help you with that stolen valor, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's going to get me into his fake infantry. Or I guess it's not fake, but...
No, you're not going to be Red Horse. You're going to take over his cream corn position, and then he's going to take over the Red Horse position.
Okay, so we just shift.
Right. It's like a blockchain. You remember your
whoever
class.
fills in for me, you don't get anything, because obviously...
You get to be a dude from Philly.
You get to be a guy who thought he was going to the Naval Academy and then got Crohn's disease.
Oh, man, do you really want to go to Annapolis?
No. It worked out for me.
Oh,
UCF
nice.
was a much more fun time.
Much more fun time. Should we start on the early prelims? Because
dude, this shit is stacked.
Like this may be the best UFC card. I had to print this out, guys. It's so good.
Bro, we have Chase Hooper on the early prelims.
If you guys aren't familiar with Chase Hooper, Baby Funk, Mini Ben Askren, the biggest part of Chase Hooper's career so far.
Is he still the youngest UFC fighter?
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he's still the youngest UFC fighter. But he actually was pretending to be a reporter and interviewed Jorge Masvidal saying he was Ben Askren's little brother. And Jorge believed it.
Yeah. I do remember that. Yeah.
Ah, good times. Good times for young Chase Hooper. Unfortunately,
isn't Arizona where porn stars go to retire? No, I believe there's a Man on the Run that used to film porn in Arizona.
Man on the Run.
If I do believe the Girls Do Porn guy, I think that was all Arizona-based, at least from my knowledge from Melissa King.
He's on the run, though, right?
Oh, he is very much at large.
Yeah. He somewhere. I think I saw him hanging out with Logan Paul in Puerto Rico. They were doing post fights together.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone confirmed that out there, let me know if you've seen the Guys Do Porn guy.
Also, somebody asked, were any of us downtown Austin last night? No,
we were not downtown Austin.
Thankfully, we're not. Prayers up, thoughts up to everybody affected. Thankfully, I think nobody died, though.
No, I don't think anyone died. The assailant is still at large, and there is no physical description of him other than he is skinny.
Yeah. It is biker week here, or at least in Austin. Obviously not here, but in Austin,
Oh, the La Quinta Inn beside our work on Old Torf was just filled with bikes. I really appreciate it.
It's, it's every few years with this stuff. Obviously, I think it's the same group that shut up the Twin Peaks in Waco.
Really?
Remember that?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not very familiar with Texas history.
Biker shootout in Waco, Texas.
See, that sounds very Northern Virginia.
Yeah.
Big fan. See, I'm a big fan of the Biker Week, and I'm pretty used to it. So these kind of multi-person massacre shootings, slightly a little bit common to me. Speaking of massacres, though, that first fight we got coming up is heavyweight in the undercard.
I don't know about that transition, but sure.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a massacre. Maybe it'll be two previously large men hugging. So
We're starting tonight with some heavyweights.
Jake Collier started his MMA career at 20 years old because he wanted to lose some weight. He joined a jiu-jitsu class, fell in love with it, and 5 years later found himself in the UFC.
Listen, some dudes just want to play pickup ball to lose weight and run, get some cardio in. Other guys just roll on the mat and eventually just fucking end up in the UFC somehow because that's the heavyweight division.
You're playing a pickup game in New York, and then all of a sudden you're playing for the Nets. I'm not really sure how that works, but we got Jake Collier. And, his
12th man off the bench coming in for, cigar minutes.
Yeah,
Victory cigar minutes.
So I think, and then Carlos Felipe, his opponent, at 14 years old, weighed 364 pounds. Is that the biggest 14-year-old you've ever heard of?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that was that big. I'm trying to think of my own childhood. Surely there was somebody up there. Yeah, actually, no. Shouts to a few kids that have played. What is it?
They didn't play anything if they were 346 pounds.
No. Little League Baseball. There was this kid by the name of Dan DiPrenzio.
Shouts to Dan.
Shouts to Dan. He was a big motherfucker. I remember it when he was 12. He was pushing 3 bills.
Was he just ripping homers? If he ever made contact,
he
it was
went
just
yard every time, dude. So shouts to Dan.
Shout out to Dan. If you're changing tires somewhere or working at a Jiffy
He's
Lube.
for sure in Delco still. Yeah.
I mean, people don't make it at Delco, do they?
Not often. You got to leave early. You got to leave when you're 18, or else you never leave, unless it's in a box.
On the way out's in the box, I-9s, baby. Jake Colliers kind of almost a UFC veteran at this point. He's been in since 2014. He's been in there a while. You've seen him on a couple undercards, making his way through that 10 to 15 area
he's
ranked.
on every other card.
Just a man who wants to compete, good company man, and now he's rewarded.
Well, that's what you got to be.
With an undercard fight.
Yeah.
That probably no one will watch on ESPN2. But you guys will watch it because we will be there giving you the play-by-play live on our Instagram stories.
I only fought twice in 2020. But
yeah.
December, so.
Yeah.
He's on that Hermanson Vittori card. So
really?
He's just following Vittori.
I feel like a couple guys are doing that. We're going to talk about that as well.
They typically, I think the matchmakers do that, right? They kind of keep whoever fought on the same card relatively close.
Some of the guys from the same camps as well, you'll see on the same card or the same. Yeah, Brad Riddle is a very important one, training out of City Kickboxing with Izzy. We'll get to him when we get to the regular prelims. He's the final fight of that, but that's going to be super interesting. The next one we got up on the early prelims, though, is Faraz Zaham and Luigi Veradami. So do you know either one of these fighters?
Okay, this is where my cash status appears. No, I don't.
Yeah, no, you don't either one. Faraz, pretty dangerous. Smile Maker. Smile Killer is the nickname, which I think is pretty awesome. If you're doing any bets at home, I think Faraz is probably the guy to take in this. But that's really just our warm-up fight for young baby Chase Hooper, which is the third fight of the early prelims. Do you got him in this versus Steven Peterson?
It's always hard with Chase. He's been working with Wonderboy Thompson on striking. So
he has.
I don't know how long, far along he is with that. So obviously it just doesn't click overnight. It's going to take years and years. Obviously his first UFC fight was not great.
No, it was not great.
No.
But as
he
a youth,
picked up a W in his last fight, if I recall. And they're just serving him up another veteran to just kind of
another 2-2 veteran in the sport. He doesn't have a picture on Sherdog.
Is that a red flag?
I think that's a red flag for all you bettors out there. He does have a full body tattoo.
It's a red flag.
Completely covered.
If Chase Hooper loses this fight, that's a red flag.
I think Chase Hooper is Sean O'Malley's twin brother who went to private school.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
recently engaged. Chase Hooper
really.
to his. I mean, he is what 20, 21.
Yeah, I mean, but we got that
A little
MMA.
early there, my guy.
Got that MMA money rolling in. She's been with him since day one. I think very like
Yeah, she's a day one.
Connor and his girl Sitch. You know,
Okay.
she's going to be your ride or die through it all. Speaking to my ride or die, that waitress at breakfast this morning giving us the to-go coffees, I can't say enough nice things about her. Really helping me get through this after that late night Jack Sesh, early morning flight out here.
Woke up at 3:30.
Got to the studio, packed everything up, these nice lights,
Airport
all these cameras.
was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
great.
Austin International Airport has not been doing it lately.
Is it international?
I think it's got to be, right?
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of like direct flights anywhere, except to
Mexico
Phoenix,
City?
of course. Yeah.
Direct flight here to Phoenix. Which brings us to our last fight.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the early prelims. We can just skip to the prelims.
You want to skip to the prelims?
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows.
I mean,
these
Chase
people.
Cooper is really what you're tuning in for. I'm seeing some spinning back fists. I'm seeing some high kicks. I'm seeing him dodge some punches. Dude, Steven Patterson's going to come at him. He's going to be angry. He's probably going to want to knock out this kid. And I think Chase is going to surprise him.
I think Ross is in the chat saying Suns in 4. I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Ross, if you're in the chat right now, I want you to respect the rules, please, of the cage. This little cage that we have
we've built
for ourselves here. There's no basketball talk in this
We have
cage.
a lot of space here.
We do. We could probably
we could probably get some space for the basketball talk over there.
Yeah. You know, if we just want to go set up over there, we'll do another stream. Ross, you can join that stream and talk basketball all you want in it, because I know people from Atlanta like to do that.
It'll just be like a computer screen with Ross's zoomed-in face.
Right. It'll just be
next to the sink. Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Maybe the mini fridge.
Yeah, we'll put Ross right beside the mini fridge in case he needs to reach out of the computer into the mini fridge and
by the
give
way,
himself a claw.
I don't know if we're actually on record for this, but Ross, you're gonna look good in that Shake Milton jersey.
Really? You want to go ahead and explain that to me and the fans, Dan?
Yeah. So we made a little jersey bet. I guess that's kind of the thing we're going with recently, and he had no idea who Shake Milton was, so he was like, he still thinks Hawks in 6.
Oh, hold on. This is way more important, Ross. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut Dan off talking to you, but Nico the Greco just patched in with something really amazing. He says, "Where are you guys?" ? Because he wants to know where we are. I will send up some ladies of the night. Nico, it is 11:49 in the morning.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect time for some ladies of the night.
I think Ross just typed in too. He said, "Go to IG, Papa G, type in Suns in 4. It was fight of the night last night, or fight of the year last night." I believe you're referring to Aaron Carter and Lamar Odom.
Oh man, I really wish Ross was here. I wonder what Zach.
I wish Chuck was here, man. He fucking officiated that monstrosity of a fight.
From the little
At least
little
they
bit,
had headgear. Like Aaron Carter got his fucking.
he went
face
off
mashed.
on Lamar from what I saw. I saw
Lamar
some
let him
highlights.
hit. He's like, "You can't hurt me."
So honestly, if you watched Icebreakers, Chuck really did call it in his interview with Lamar. He asked if he was just going to put his hand on him and have Aaron do this, which ended up being most of the fight, correct?
Right.
He kind of just like Aaron
Right.
was landing some good head body combos, and Lamar kind of just pushed him over. And then
Oh no, he caught him pretty clean later on in the fight.
he just kind of pushed him over.
Right, that's the one push. But I'm saying like the TKO second round, I believe. He caught him pretty clean.
I'm still going to disagree with that because I am a fan of Aaron Carter. I believe everything Aaron Carter has ever told me. And
Definitely not a habitual liar.
Not at all. Not at all. Face tats are not a red flag anywhere but the octagon.
I mean, we are in Arizona. Should we get neck tats at least?
Ross, if we get neck tats, will the company reimburse us? Go ahead and let us know in the chat. And if you guys want us to get tattoos, go ahead and DM us some ideas of what we should get. Maybe some sipping boys like on our inner thigh or something.
I want it to be like that. I want it to be clear that we're all in, and that like we're any other company, we're pretty much unemployable.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe the outline of the state of Texas with like a dildo in the middle.
Oh, okay. So Ross is saying 2 Utah fans took on a Suns fan last night. It didn't go well for them. Oh,
wow.
So 1-on-2.
Wow.
You don't fuck with people in Phoenix. Like 2 soft ass Utah guys.
Like they think they're hard because they're from the snow.
Right, but
It's like there's nothing.
probably some Mormon ties.
Yeah.
You're probably like soft and white.
Probably soft and white.
Probably like I don't even have to watch this video. I believe probably a Latin gentleman from Phoenix.
Probably moved bricks for a living. Probably a brick mason's
Probably
assistant.
has neck tats himself.
Probably more so than the Suns basketball players.
Yeah. Oh, drinking bro. All right. So I'm a Latin gent from Phoenix. Life is a laugh. Come join us.
Yeah, come join us. We actually, if you guys are in the chat, we officially got the go-ahead that Drinking Bros will pay for our neck tattoos. So if we come back looking a little bit tougher, it's because of our time in Phoenix.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, here's the real question. Do we go gecko tattoo or do we go cacti?
How about the gecko
or you do
on
both.
the cacti?
Yeah. Or, I mean, there's also, I'm just trying to think of some other
How about like a
desert tropes.
A happy cactus?
A spur.
Where like its arms out and it's all
spur
smiling.
would be more Texas, I guess. Southwestern, it would be definitely maybe a Roadrunner,
How about just a square colored in with the color turquoise?
and then Wile E. Coyote
I'm
just behind getting blown up.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Speaking of getting blown up, should we talk about these fights anymore?
I mean, good.
We could. I mean, we still have an entire prelim and main card to talk about.
Which I mean, we could be here for quite some time doing that.
We could, but aren't we going to go to
All right, so
Lululemon?
confirm though, special guest not making an appearance today.
Unfortunately, no. Our special guest cannot make it here. We
the
were
UFC.
we were ditched for Joe Rogan and Cheeto Santino.
Hate to see it.
But our special guest feels really bad about it, so maybe we'll get some dinner action, some face-to-face with Joe.
Maybe dinner with Joe.
Maybe. That's been floated. Don't hold your breath, but if
Sure won't. But
no.
also at the same time, like, a little worried about that dinner if it does happen.
Because you're Crohn's.
No.
Because of that.
Financially, I don't know how Joe rolls.
No, he orders a table bottle of wine that's $20,000.
Well, if we split the check, she's like, Joe, I didn't have any of that $4,000 bottle of wine.
No, I actually told that lady I did not want the glass and to take it away from me. But
And like, I'm not like, I hate people that itemize, but like, I'm gonna go get dinner, and he starts to get a little wild. Probably not in his mind.
Honestly,
He probably thinks it's pretty moderate for himself.
yeah, pretty moderate. Him and Chrissy Teigen, just table wine, 10K.
But yeah, no, if that's the case and this happens, no, sir, we are itemizing that check.
Yeah, or Ross and Dan, you guys are going to get a invoice from us from a very expensive bottle of wine that we did not drink. But we'll watch Joe drink it.
I mean, if we're gonna pay for it, we might as well drink it.
Drink it at Joe's cup.
He just regurgitates it like a mama bird.
Yeah, he's just spitting it in our mouth.
Yeah.
He's like a little fountain, and we're just like leaning under him.
Right.
Well, probably standing over him, to be honest.
Right. Well, of course, like we'd have to lift Joe up.
Okay, so here's what we hold Joe up like a figure skater, and he's just
And then
pouring-
as we rotate him, yes,
right
360 degrees.
yeah, just he's squirting wine into everyone's mouths. This is getting very Greek very quickly.
Well, 'tis the season.
And when in Rome,
Yes.
except for we're in Phoenix. We are not in Rome.
When in Athens.
We are in the prelim card though.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's
I want to go ahead
through it.
and I want to hear you try to pronounce this featherweight fighter's first name.
Hakeem.
Nope, the other one.
Nope.
Mobzar Iloviv.
Yeah.
You bet on that guy, right?
Probably. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say he's from Dagestan.
Yeah, or at least some Eastern European country. I think that's the
Quick
move on this
Google
first
search
one.
tells me that he's 14-0.
Undefeated fighter.
Yeah, Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's from Dagestan, probably.
Yeah, 100%.
At least trains there.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that dude.
Yeah, give me Morozov versus Hakeem. Hakeem looks like he can throw bombs though.
He's also 14-1.
Yeah, so I mean, this is a really good undercard. I think one of these guys probably makes it to a
12-1-1.
main card next. If they win this
He's
fight.
Canadian though. That's
Okay, so that means he has
give
gas.
me the Russian. Give me the Russian.
Russian versus the Canadian, going with the Russian.
Yeah, give me the Russian.
Okay. The next fight's the interesting one, and I know you guys hate female fights, but if you've watched,
it is technically a number one contender fight.
which a number one contender fight on the undercard,
Prelims.
little sad, but if you've watched any of our preview fights or watch-alongs before, I always bet against Lauren Murphy, and that's ruined a bunch of my parlays.
I'm still gonna fade Lauren Murphy today.
As a 37-year-old, she just looks in control. She looks angry. She looks confident.
She sure looks like something.
Look, Dan, I think
Constipated, maybe.
I need you to put more respect on Lauren Murphy's face.
I'm not.
Lauren Murphy.
I won't.
Lauren Murphy looks like she should be at Biker Week.
No, she seemed like she was probably out.
It's actually probably where she
night.
had trained fighting. Is at Biker Weeks, and then
she was for sure a part of like the Waco Twin Peaks event.
But at 37, I'm really guessing how much she has left, but she's looked good in these last two events. I have to give it to her. She's looked really good.
She's actually a even odds underdog.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
slight dog.
Either one of these girls could be
100.
fighting Valentina Shevchenko for the title.
Either
next.
way, they're gonna get murked because it's like literally everyone in the division here, Valentina here, and then like Amanda. Like if they fought again, like Amanda's here. But Valentina's creeping up.
If you made Amanda cut back,
was
down,
it the last fight that was a split decision, or was it the first fight?
It was the last fight.
It was the last one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Valentina looked really good in that last one. Honestly, she looked really good defending that title last time.
Yeah.
Just taking girls out.
Does Amanda have a hard time cutting that weight?
I think she does. I think she's used to where she's at now.
Yeah.
I mean,
as
she's
a mom,
Yeah. I mean,
new perspective.
what fight was that? That was the Megan Anderson fight where I was like, being a new mom's real hard on her. She's got a lot of things going on. You're like, she didn't have the kid.
No. It's like being a dad. It's like, oh, wow.
Yo, and don't take it away from being dad.
Took a lot out of me, just watching that birth. She did a great job, but personally, that was just a lot for me to take in. So yeah, no, I get it, Amanda.
The emotional stress really, really, really took its toll.
For sure. Her wife isn't the one making runs to the vending machine.
They're feeding their child from a vending machine?
No, in the hospital when she gave birth.
Hospitals have cafeterias now.
Yeah, but those late nights.
You've been in Philly far too long, Dan.
It's true. But Butterfinger solves everything.
Oh, Butterfinger would solve everything. Would Butterfinger solve the Eric Anders, Darren Stewart fight next?
Avery says that Lauren Murphy is going to peg me for talking trash.
Lauren Murphy does peg. If anyone, yeah.
I mean, she might even be related to me somehow. I don't know how. Obviously, my mother's maiden name is Murphy. My middle name is Murphy. I should be cheering for her, but it's just.
Wait, what?
You don't know that?
I knew your middle name was Murphy, but I didn't know your mother's maiden name was Murphy.
Yeah. And then my great-grandfather was Lieutenant Governor of Michigan, Frank Murphy. He got kicked out of office for embezzling money.
Wait. So were they just setting you up to be a child of divorce? That way, if your mom divorced your dad, you could just go to your middle name?
No. My mom wanted to name me something stupid, and my dad overrode that when she was passed out. They gave birth to me. He named me, obviously, after him, Dan.
Right.
But little smart play he did. He didn't want to piss off my mom too much. Gave me her maiden name.
So your dad named you while your mom was passed out?
Yes.
This seems illegal.
I was supposed to be named Ian. Thank God I wasn't.
Yeah, you'd have been real shitty, Ian. You've been terrible.
Ian's my life's totally different if I'm Ian.
I actually didn't have a name for 2 days.
I'm probably dead if I'm Ian.
Yeah, for sure.
Or in rehab.
Yeah, you got in with the wrong crowd as an Ian, and you were the fall guy. You were the whitest of all your friends.
I probably get my ass beat if I'm Ian, but then I try to turn to hard drugs.
Yes.
After I pick up a pill problem.
And you're like, it's the same. I've already been doing these. And you try to get over intellectualize it a little bit.
Yeah, and then you get into heroin, and then you chase that dragon. And then boom, you're in rehab or you're dead.
And you're like, look, I just snort heroin. I'm not a junkie. I don't smoke it. I don't inject it. I'm clean.
And that's Dan of Easttown.
Yeah,
or Ian of Easttown.
Ian of Easttown.
Yeah.
I like that character. That's a good character.
That's a good character.
Guys, if you would like me to kill Dan and bring back Ian of Easttown, which is just you with the mustache and no beard, right?
I gotta bring back the beard. The power beard's the move.
It really was. You had a good thick beard.
No, because I have a trash face. Let's not.
Guys, do you think Dan has a trash face? Let us know in the comments.
Let's not dance around it. I look much better with a beard, like a fully fledged beard. Really hides that double chin.
Speaking of double chin, we'll just skip ahead. We'll skip ahead to the double chin. Drew Dober, the doublest chin of double chins, or is that just because he's white?
Drew?
Yeah. Go. You're going the wrong way. Go down.
Yeah. No, he's in the obviously.
He's in the prelims. Yeah. He just got a real fat face.
He's doesn't though.
He's
It's
jacked.
chiseled. It's a chiseled.
Maybe it's the baby face that I'm thinking of.
It's like a perfect square.
But it's real big, like in this area.
He has like a super punchable face. He is by far the most punchable face in the UFC.
It just reminds me of a baby.
It's just perfectly chiseled.
And you're looking up his UFC photo. That's clearly been photoshopped.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, it's clearly been photoshopped. But how do you feel about Brad Riddle? How do you feel his chances here? Because like we're actually getting to the fights where we're probably gonna like start disagreeing with each other a little bit.
Right.
Brad Riddle, City Kickboxing, trains with Israel Adesanya. Trains over at Tiger Muay Thai with head coach.
How's his ground game?
I was about to get to that. Frank and George Hickman, the Hickman brothers. George, the head MMA coach at Tiger Muay Thai, and Frank, the head wrestling coach. They've been working really well. I don't want to tease anything I'm going to get to later.
MyBookie.ag, of course, the only website we gamble on. You're going to get some value on Brad at plus 115. So slight dog.
Slight dog, but I think his stand-up's really going to be too much for Drew. Like, you understand you're talking about a world-class kickboxer, right? For a long time, he was still competing in both kickboxing and MMA and wasn't quite sure which sport he was going to take more seriously. And, his only loss comes from like a weird armbar that he got caught in the first round. And ever since then, he's looked like he's handled all of his opponents. And honestly, it's probably one of the fights I'm most excited about. Because, as you said earlier, Drew Dober has the most punchable face in the world.
And he's on record this week during the press conference, says, not interested in a first-round knockout. I want fight of the night bonuses. So he wants a war.
Does he understand that he gets that bonus if he knocks someone out in the first round, right?
An additional bonus. But I think he wants to have that kind of like, this is the fight of the night. We're going to steal the show.
Does he realize who was on this main card?
I don't think he does.
No.
Or even under him.
No.
Like, there's so many goddamn good fights here.
And he's probably going to lose this fight. His only shot, I think, is on the ground. And I don't think he's really known for his ground game.
I think Dober wins.
Really?
Yeah. I just do.
What round?
I think it goes the distance.
Goes the distance?
Yeah.
I think Brad puts him down in the second.
Goes all three. And, maybe. I think it's entertaining, for sure.
Okay.
I think dudes are getting bloodied.
You think?
We're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned scrap. Which,
Sure.
by the way, I told Rob, whenever we talk fighting with Rob's ever on the Monday morning recap. Oh, shit, Giorgio is, oh, no, Code Brown. Code Brown, Giorgio. No. Oh, that is definitely not solid. Jesus, Giorgio. Jesus. That was quick.
Terrible programming, but as you can see, we are drinking all this coffee, and Giorgio had to pee. If any of you know me, I always have to pee, and I cannot hold it.
Oh, dude, shouts to Mr. Carter saying I have a voice for sign language. No, I agree.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We had an interaction with a deaf person today. Who I've been telling Giorgio this. Deaf people think they can do whatever they want.
Well, they're handicapped, Dan.
Yeah, but they take advantage of that shit. I'm not cool with the deaf, really. They were always the biggest dicks when I worked at Lifetime. They would just bring in all their friends and be like, "Hey, bro, gotta sign your friends in," and then they would act like they don't know what you're saying, which they can't hear you, but they know what you're saying.
I thought you were mad at them for always slamming their weights.
No, but you can tell they're just mocking everybody at the gym.
Really?
They're doing their sign language to each other and laughing in silence. Yeah, but some lady at the airport just skipped in front of all of us in line, and she just pretended to be deaf or was deaf. I don't know. One of the two.
She did have a cochlear implant, so I'm assuming she was definitely deaf. Does it make you stronger?
To be deaf?
Yeah. Like other
it has to heighten your senses.
handy, capable people.
They probably they could probably see through walls.
Oh. So it's
They
not really
probably
a
have
strength.
Like
it's more of a
X-ray
superpower.
vision. Maybe that's why they're laughing. They see through our sweatpants.
What if their taste was really good?
It's like all the deaf girls that just see through your pants, and that's why they're laughing.
Well, they definitely wouldn't be laughing, Dan.
Well, not me, but
They'd be a little concerned. They'd be like, "What is that? What is that anteater in your pants? Never seen that before. Why does your dick have a raincoat?"
so I've actually discussed this with a few people. So I'll toss it your way because I feel like you're probably
Go ahead, toss it.
Probably the best person to ask. How hot does a girl have to be in order to date somebody who's deaf?
Mm.
I'm not talking one night stand. I'm not talking. Like
You're talking like committal girlfriend.
Yes.
Like probably would marry this girl or thinking about it. 2 points hotter than you are.
Than me?
No. Whatever you're at,
What am I?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
2 points
I just
hotter.
need to know where I'm starting.
If I'm 7, she has to be at least a 9.
Okay. So like Margot Robbie's deaf. You're down?
Because she's famous.
Oh, well, she wouldn't be famous in this scenario.
Then
But
yes.
she would still look the same.
Then yes.
Because obviously she couldn't be able to play,
Now, what's the line?
the same character. She couldn't be Harley Quinn as a deaf girl.
She could.
I don't think she could pull it off.
I think that would explain the cackling.
Maybe.
If she couldn't hear herself, and you were just all the time.
Yeah, but then she can't hear herself during sex either.
Right, which means it's really loud.
Think
Which
that's
makes you feel like a champ.
It's a fucking Tucker Max thing, isn't it?
Probably.
Like, I hope they serve beer. I think it opens with that. What I
Something.
recall. I saw like 15 minutes of that movie.
I tried to read the book. My friends fell in love with it in college.
Yeah, probably.
Tried to use it as like a playbook or something.
Yeah, and quoted Dane Cook.
That parking garage, what's it made out of? It's a little Dan Cook reference for any of you who are out there. Yeah, so I got Brad Riddle in this. I think.
Okay. Did we
I
just
think
skip over Darren Stewart and Eric Anders?
we did, and I said well, I want to talk about the punchable face and the baby face, but we can go right back to that.
Okay.
Eric Anders, Darren Stewart. Who do you think? I bet against Eric a couple times too, and it's
kind of boned you.
it's boned me.
Yeah.
He is the Lauren Murphy of the light heavyweight division, which is the most open division at this point right now. Let's be honest. What's the my bookie on these?
Well, right now Darren Stewart is plus 115. Anders is minus 145. So again, slight favorite.
Slight favorite. Still make some money on that though. It's not terrible.
No.
It's not terrible odds.
Darren Stewart, of course. Last fight was in September where he lost to Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I'm not very confident in Darren Stewart.
No. This was the actually to give him a little credit. This was the Kevin Holland before everyone figured him out.
Before you realize, just wrestle him.
Yeah, if you just shoot on Kevin Holland, he gets confused.
Also, as a podcast, we'll say it. We're out on Kevin Holland.
Yeah, we were really heavy on Kevin Holland for a while.
He was, until he stiffed me of a fist bump at the last UFC event.
He was wearing a fresh polo though.
Super white.
Super white, giant horse.
Was with his lady friend.
One of them.
So, like, I get it. I just said, "What's up, Kevin?" Went for the fist bump.
Was it like this? We were like, "What up, Kevin?"
It was kind of one of these, like, "Yo, what's
And he
up,
was like,
Kevin?" And it was just like he just laughed and just kept walking.
He was like, No.
No, he didn't Dikembe me, but he was just like, it's kind of like a shrug.
Kind of a shrug.
Like I mean, it's like, dude, it's still kind of. Maybe he thinks COVID's a thing. I doubt it, but
No. He just.
he just saw my white boy face and was like, nah.
I mean, to quote Lamar Odom, he was just practicing black excellence.
For sure.
So,
For sure.
Maybe you go up to heavyweight, you lose some weight, get into the UFC, and then maybe Kevin Holland will give you a fist bump.
Maybe.
But that means you got to gain weight up to like 300 and then cut back down.
No, I would have to cut to fight Kevin Holland at like a fighting weight, right?
Nah, you can make 170.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm like 196 now.
Are you really? God, you carry it well. It's all on the shoulders, isn't it? God, if you guys are watching at home, just look at this big back area. I mean, Dan's quietly been filling out. He was wearing bigger T-shirts, and he's going to start sizing down to let people know what's up.
No.
Summer's coming around.
We're going tall tees, short shorts. We're going with that Bama, like, sorority girl look.
Oh.
With, like, Nike shorts.
What's that one shirt they always wear? It's like lime green. It has something printed on the back.
Probably like a Rush Day shirt or something.
Yeah, some sort of Rush Day shirt. It almost looks like a rugby jersey.
Lee Adams really wants the point across that Izzy is done.
Wow,
And
Lee
that Leon
Adams
is done. I figured I'd just give you a shout out. Like, hey, I don't think Leon, we'll get to it.
He says, "Screw those clowns."
Leon is not losing this
No,
fight.
no.
We'll get to it.
We'll definitely get to that.
We haven't even talked about them, so I don't know what clowns you're talking about.
No, we had to give you this early. Well, we got a lot of non-casual fans. We got some AJ Gambles out there who watch us, who really want us to cover these early pre-fights.
Right, and I'm trying to graduate. I watch the UFC every week, but I don't watch Bellator.
You did watch the PFL, though.
I tried to watch PFL, but obviously our boy Pettis did not show up. He was sick.
So I wonder if he loses points in that.
We're 0 for 1 on the podcast right now. We mentioned it earlier on our live stream, but if you come on our podcast, apparently we've only had one interview with Anthony Pettis. You will not make your next fight.
No. So I think we have the Bellator heavyweight champion or competitor.
Jack's
coming.
friend we mentioned. So yeah, he for sure will not fight.
No. So we're gonna try to get him on the podcast so he won't fight, and then you bet on the other guy.
Yeah.
Which I think brings us actually to the main card.
It won't matter because he won't fight. So.
Yeah, I mean, is there a prop bet for that on my bookie?
Will a guy fight out or pull out?
Yeah, we need to add that. Ross, if you're still in the chat, will you go ahead and email our MyBookie contacts?
Dude, MyBookie, I remember working with them. Obviously, I have a long-standing relationship with MyBookie.
We get it. You're cool, Dan.
No. Well, former company. They would just add any bet we requested. So, yes, I believe we could just literally contact them and be like, hey, add this to the site, and they will.
I wonder if they can add will they be on Drinking Bros.
They put odds. We one of our former podcast producers fought a Bellator fighter on it, and in an exhibition. I can't say fight. It was an exhibition. It was not commissioned by the,
I don't know who Lee Adam is, but he is going off in the chat. Leon is a disgrace to the sport. He will crumble under the pressure. Oh,
he's a cheat and a disrespectful clown. Is this a bot?
If it is a bot, he has a great haircut, and I really appreciate his avatar. Josh Thompson, the Weighing In podcast, recently discussed that he trains with Leon Edwards and has trained with him, said Leon was the fastest man that he had ever trained with.
Okay.
Josh Thompson, former UFC champion, former Bellator champion as well, has fought Nate Diaz. What do you say about Nate?
We will talk about the fight when we get there. Okay.
I'm so excited.
Jump the gun, Lee.
Lee just wants us.
Let's
but
keep
first,
Lee in there.
Paul Craig versus Jamal Hill.
Oh, this fight's getting spicy.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? You want to go first? Or you want me?
Well, I mean, Paul Craig kind of started some shit. Like they were, perfectly like two dudes who didn't really know each other. And now it's getting heated because Paul Craig kind of sparked the flames of Scottish racism
in the press conference, right?
I guess, yeah.
Go ahead. What happened?
I mean, I can't give you a full rundown, but yeah, no, there's a lot of Scots that are now blowing up Jamal Hill and just like a lot of racial undertones,
Yeah.
Maybe not even undertones, maybe just straight up racism to him. So yeah, Hill's you fired up for this fight. Paul Craig, most noted for just choking dudes out with the triangle.
Yep.
A lot of people would just say probably not at the point in his career if the triangle choke never existed. It's pretty much all. He takes a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
Loves to take damage. Loves to get you on the ground thinking he's done. And then just kind of pull the triangle out of nowhere. Dude, I think Hill's got too much for him.
I think it is too. I think he's just too much of an athlete, honestly.
Yeah, and if he wants to go to the ground, like Hill's got that too.
Yeah, he's not bad there.
No,
he's very talented.
Yeah, no. Jamal Hill minus 265. I'm pretty comfortable weighing that, but throw it into a parlay, chalk it up as a dub.
Yeah, I mean it's not part of my 3-fight parlay. We'll get to that next, but it definitely is something to sweeten your odds a little bit. The first fight of the 3-fight parlay is the Damian Maia versus Belal Muhammad.
Ooh.
If you guys don't remember, Belal was the guy who got poked in the eye by Leon Edwards.
Right.
Where his punch and then returning the punch pulled the bottom of his eyelid out.
He does some studio work with ESPN Plus for the UFC fight nights and stuff. Just a good all-around guy.
Good all-around guy. Damian Maia, legend, veteran of the game.
Allegedly, he said this is it. This is his swan song.
Age is a thing.
Yeah.
If there's anything you take away from this, it's age. Like Damian Maia and Nate Diaz are the two names on this card who want your money and are a sinkhole for your money. They both got some pretty good odds on them. They're both a big name that you remember, and you're going to try to make a quick buck, and you're going to lose it. So I'm going to go with Belil. Probably... Oh, God, I want to say he stops him.
Belil's minus 225 right now.
Yeah, I want to say Belil stops him, to be honest.
Man, are we...
I want to say he stops him first.
I want to believe. I just want to believe in something. Give me that last fucking go. Damian Maia.
Submission win? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he's got.
I think he pulls that out of nowhere. Gets that last dub.
I just don't. That's not the way the UFC works.
No, it never does.
No, there's no Phil moments in the UFC. There's
no, there's never feel good moments at all.
No. They're you getting your face sewn back together in the back, being like, I don't want to do this anymore.
No. I mean, fucking look at Walt Harris.
Yeah.
Fucking, I mean, everyone's pulling for that dude to get a dub, and he just can't seem to.
No, can't seem to.
Always gets off to a hot start. Looks like he's gonna finish guys, like the Overeem fight, and then just gets finished himself. Loses his stepdaughter, right? It's been a rough stretch for Walt Harris.
Oh man,
we got a dub.
Wow, we got the Hawk coming to our back right now, saying Lee Adams is with Antifa.
I don't know if that's accurate.
I don't know if that's accurate, but Hawk, Lee Adams in the fight. I think I got Hawk in the first. Definitely. I think I take Hawk in the first on that. Definitely squawk out to the Hawk right now.
Hawk's got the better chin.
I mean, he's got the power beard.
Yeah.
The power beard.
Takes all the fucking fluff out of the punch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The energy transfer from the beard to your chin.
For sure.
Slows it down.
For sure.
Nate motherfucking Diaz. 5 rounds. 5.
The fight we were supposed to see in Houston.
His last fight was for the BMF belt.
I know.
Let's remember that.
2019.
And if he wins this fight, Nate Diaz gets
he got fucking diced up.
Title shot.
Masvidal pieced him up.
Title shot.
There's no... Well, yeah.
If he wins this fight, he
won't.
Gets a title shot.
Which is... Yes. Because, I mean, Edwards...
He's fought like 3 times in the last 5 years.
Isn't Edwards on like a 10-win fight streak right now?
Yeah.
So obviously the no contest.
Against Bilal.
Yeah.
And then before that, he couldn't get a fight for like 2.5 years.
Nobody wants it.
No, I mean, he was trying to get the... Not Makhachev... Chimaev fight. He was trying to get the Chimaev fight. That was rescheduled a bunch of times because of COVID.
Right.
You know, I have to disagree with Lee Adams. I can't say that he's a disgrace. I want to say that he is the first generation of the full MMA sports competitor. You didn't grow up on one discipline or another. You grew up strictly MMA.
And he's about that life.
He's definitely about that life.
Him and Nate, this is the about that life fight of the night.
And if you don't understand how tough some of the UK is, Leon Edwards is from that tough, gritty UK background.
He's very outspoken about knife violence in the UK.
Yes, a lot of hand-to-hand action. He's quiet, he's soft-spoken, and I think that...
But here's what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get fucking Nate in the clinch, and he's just going to start piecing him out with elbows. Nate's going to get gashed right above his fucking eyebrow like he always does. The doctor might be called in like round 3, round 4. We might get a stoppage here just because Nate's face is just putty. And he's going to get diced up by bows.
Lee Adams says he's from the UK and that Leon Edwards is a bum. So, Lee Adams, if you're still in the chat, what part of the UK are you in?
Support his are you pro knife violence?
Oh, that's hilarious. You seem like an Arsenal fan. You're wearing a red jersey or some sort of red T-shirt in your profile pic, Lee.
Yo, shouts to that guy that for Denmark that just collapsed today.
Oh, Christian Eriksen?
In the Euro 2020, yeah.
Former Tottenham Hotspur player, current Inter Milan player, center attacking midfielder. Just went down.
Does have a very UK vibe about him from his just profile photo.
The Hawk says you are from the homosexual United Kingdom, and we support those too. We support all our fans.
Be whatever you want to
be. Be the best you can be. Be all you can be. Wait, no, that's the army, right?
Well, We can always be a recruitment video if they want to pay.
Listen, we need you to bet on mybookie.com. Promo code Drinking Bros will double your deposit right now and come make some money with us, or at least get in the chat and watch Lee Adams fight the Hawk in the chat.
I believe the promo code actually just matches half of your deposit up to $1,000. So you deposit $1,000, you get up to $500 back. Free credit. Gamble that shit on anything you want. And I would recommend depositing $1,000 and then putting the $500 on Leon Edwards to just win $500 or to win $100, even though it's minus 570 now. So yeah, no, it keeps going higher and higher. This is the biggest fucking spread of, or I guess like largest discrepancy between dog and favorite of the night. Leon Edwards is gonna piece up Nate Diaz. I'm not cheering for that because I love Nate. I love that Nate's just coming in, sparking up fucking roaches.
Just literally sparking a J at the press conference. And, just shout out to Arizona. Shout out to legal weed.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
No, we didn't. But
Might have to hit up a dispensary soon.
Weed has been known to slow you down, though, mentally, right? Tiny bit, so they say.
Short-term memories, not great when I smoked the marijuana.
Josh Thompson said that Nate Diaz was surprisingly slow in their fight.
Is he? Is he? Well, he hasn't fought in 2 years.
They fought each other like 5 or
6
6 years ago.
Ring rust is a thing.
I just see Leon's speed being too much for him. His combinations being too much for him.
He's going to dice him up with bows. And I'm doctor stoppage round 3.
Do we see a Diaz-Connor 1 where he just pulls it out of nowhere? Because the jiu-jitsu is surprisingly not really credited with Nate. But he's so long, he can throw it in from anywhere. The guillotine, he's got a guillotine that's basically a rear naked at the same time because his arms are so long. Like, this guy can get to his submissions like that. It's the least talked about part of his game, and I think it is somewhere where he can catch Leon, if this is going to happen. If you're at home and you're only wanting to bet a little, $20 on a Nate Diaz to win $100 back,
Yeah, honestly,
isn't the worst
if you're going to
bet.
bet this fight,
A little sprinkle.
just sprinkle Nate, just for the off chance. He's almost 4-1 as a dog. You're going to want to pull for Nate because it's fucking Nate. Yeah, fuck it. I'll throw some money on Nate.
Don't put it in your parlay.
Like,
definitely don't try to juice this with your parlay.
Like, if anything, just expect this is your entertainment tax.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're cool with losing this money, but if it hits,
You're cool with it hitting, yeah.
Better, yeah.
And it is 5 rounds.
It is 5 rounds. I don't know why.
Can Leon punch himself tired?
No, he's got cardio.
That's true.
Leon's like super well rounded.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's so good.
He's so good. He's the best. He's the most disrespected fighter in the UFC.
Yes.
By a long shot.
And he thinks he's gonna get a title shot when he beats Nate. It's not gonna happen.
No,
Colby's getting that title shot because of the last fight and the story. Because there's nothing like, no offense, Leon, you versus Usman or Usman versus Colby 2. Like,
that is Leon's only loss is to Usman.
I know, but the casual is gonna be like, nah, I need Colby fighting Usman again.
Okay.
Because again, until the broken jaw, that's probably one of Colby's best fights.
That was a 2-2 fight at that point, 2 rounds each.
It was.
I'm ready to run that back, to be honest. I really am.
Damn, Lee Adam actually a Covington guy. Okay, didn't expect that from the UK.
Wow, Lee Adams is really surprising me here.
He really is.
He's just really, really, really surprising me. Oh, I want to know Lee Adams' pick for the Figgy Moreno fight. Like, that's what I want to know. Who does he have in this? Because
Lee, we need your take, please, in the comments.
You just comment on this next one, because we tried to bring you a watch along for this fight on the Patreon.
We're sorry, Dana. Please don't shut down our channel.
Yeah, please don't come after us. And if you do, can we do it live on Twitter? That way we can have beef and get famous from this beef with Dana. We're probably going to have to pre-record those from now on and upload those, or I think it's something.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we want to give you guys the fight and us commenting on it at the same time, and we'll figure that out for you guys. But dear God, this is going to be a war. So from what we had watched earlier today, Figgy came out just throwing bombs.
Yeah,
he threw everything with every punch.
Actually has Figgy Smalls by KO in round 3. I agree.
So yeah, I might agree with that as well. Moreno
Moreno is an overhyped bum. I don't think he's an overhyped bum, but he is very scrappy and he gets by off things. Like he's not the most talented dude, but he's super durable.
I liked him
Like
when he's in
whenever
the, I liked him when he's in the
somebody's
pocket. He's here, his shoulders are up. He's real low working the body where Figgy's throwing wild overhands. Figgy's got his hands down low like
Again, the last pick on the Ultimate Fighter in his season.
yes.
So always, he's always had that chip on his shoulder, just kind of always being overlooked. Yeah, whenever somebody's like, oh yeah, he's super durable, that's his redeeming quality. That just means he's like, he tries, he's really, and like, no disrespect, fight of the year last year, at least for the male fighters.
Definitely was fight of the year. What I'd want to know is how much that weight cut back to back took it out of Figgy.
Right. And I think he was fighting on like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was definitely 3 weeks.
Between 3 weeks or something.
It was like, almost 3 weeks to the day.
And don't think he was like expecting that. He thought he could just come in and knock that fool out.
Which is what he did in that fight beforehand.
What he'd been doing.
And he was throwing like he was going to knock him out.
I mean, knocked out Benny twice.
It's beautiful.
Tough look for Benny.
What I liked from Moreno, though, and I'd like to see again, is the underhook trip takedown. He would get double unders when he would let Figgy walk him to the cage and let Figgy miss, and then he would scoop in the double unders, push him back towards the center with the trip. He did it a couple times, and every time he gets those takedowns, that's points on the board. Because on the feet, it looks like a pretty even exchange. Looks like Moreno with the more volume, but Figgy with more of the power punching, and Moreno with the counter punching. If he adds those takedowns again and fights a smart fight, there is a path to victory for him here. But does Figgy have that added power of not having the back-to-back weight cuts and the added cardio?
He throws bombs. And I think he proved in the last fight he has the cardio to go 5 rounds. He had never done that really up. Well, he had gone 5 rounds before, but he hasn't really shown that durability that he had.
No, he doesn't have a bunch of championship, title defenses at 5 rounds.
And he won the first fight. Let's be real. It wasn't a draw. It was the point deduction was a huge factor into that being a draw.
Yeah.
And it was a tough fight for Moreno. You get fucking poked in the eye, you get kicked in the balls, and then you break your fucking arm.
Yeah. All in one fight.
Yeah, and you tried your darndest.
And that brings you back to what I was saying before. Figgy is just mean. Like he does not have a nice bone.
Here?
Yeah, Rob. The Bears, the Baylor Bears are mean.
He's mean.
Oh yeah, the Baylor Bears. Yeah, they're mean. Those Baylor Bears, they're just mean. Baylor's mean.
So is Figgy. Figgy Smalls.
Do you think those were intentional? I guess is my question. The thumb to the eye, the kick to the balls, like the
thumb to the eye looked kind of like he was trying to break out of that, and
you just a little push away, but the thumb's out, and you're just kind of letting it float, and wherever it lands, it just kind of lands.
The kick, I think that was accidental. Yeah, I'm gonna go Figgy by knockout round 3. I'm gonna agree with Lee Adam. Round 3 knockout. I think Moreno shaved his goatee. I think all the power was in that goatee. You just looking at the comments?
Yeah, I'm just reading these comments right here. Nico says, I wish Giorgio would at least speak like a jits practitioner, though. No. If anything, I'm wrestling first. I disrespect everyone's wrestling credentials, as Dan likes to say.
Yeah. If you didn't wrestle D1, you didn't wrestle at all. So you're super disrespectful to Tony. You're super I think you don't even respect Usman's wrestling ability.
I do, and that's because he was going for that 2008 team. He was like in the mix for the Olympic trials. He was right there. Like you
could take him though. In your mind. In your mind.
Carrying on.
You're like, I got him. I bumped myself up to 170. I got him.
No way.
Yeah, no. I'm saying that's what's in your head right now. And
no, what's in my head right now is this text
wrong.
message from Ross Patterson that says Suns in 4 is trending right now on Twitter.
We got to talk about it. I guess we'll look up the video now.
We'll look. And if you're at home, go ahead and look up this video as well.
Suns.
We wish we could patch this to you real quick.
We're very limited. We're in a fucking hotel.
Yeah, but I'm glad the Wi-Fi's coming through.
Suns in 4 fight. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Now we are watching this right now. This looks like.
Okay, so we got 2 Utah fans.
Fans?
I'm sorry, not Utah. Denver. 2 Denver fans. Don't know why I said Utah. Okay, so guy in Jamal Murray jersey goes for the punch, completely misses. And here we go. He pieces him up. Friend comes in for a shot, pieces him up. He's still grabbing him, and he just keeps throwing in shots. The guy in the Murray jersey just not breaking up. Dude, you gotta create some space. You gotta create
Suns
some
in
space.
4. He's shouting out Suns in 4. He does the hockey move. He pulls the back of the jersey and then goes up with the uppercut, and he's just piecing the uppercuts. The Denver guys don't want any of it. He's got him by the chain.
Oh yeah. And
Guys.
just starts piecing him up. His boy comes in. He gets a shot for his troubles. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like everyone's seen this video. We were the last ones to probably see it.
Yeah,
We've
definitely.
been setting things up and flying. And he keeps shouting, Suns in 4.
Suns in 4. Suns in 4. Oh,
This
man.
guy is sick.
This
I
is
love
why
this
you
dude.
don't wear your quality chains to the events. I know you want to look good. I know it matches the Denver jersey very well. The gold on gold. Mwah!
He did that in altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even break. Didn't break wind at all.
No.
Back there watching the game. I think another Denver fan just high-fived him for that.
And here come the cops.
Is he fighting the cops too?
No, but you should get the key. If you beat 2 guys on the road in the stadium, you should get to keep your seat. So, yeah, I do have a problem though. I know the different teams, but for whatever reason, I think the Nuggets and the Jazz, I always think they're like the same team.
Yeah. Just any of those Western Conference teams that aren't LA.
I have to really think about it. I'm like, oh no, Jokic, Nuggets,
Same thing.
Donovan Mitchell, Utah.
The Hawk says wrestling is where a lot of fights end up. ... The ground. This is what's super interesting to me is like the standing. You'll see it's kickboxing, Muay Thai. The ground is a lot of jiu-jitsu, but the in between is where the wrestling comes in. It's the transitional phases. It's the transitional positions is where you're really going to see a lot of wrestling in MMA.
Are you transitioning right now?
I wasn't going to. I was transitioning back to these comments. And Ruben asked me, Papa, how far do you think you could have gone if alleged drug charges didn't come up? Well, the drug charges weren't the end of my career. I personally ended my career in 2012 and then started a career as a club promoter and drug dealer.
It's a big Mizzou thing to do.
Yeah.
Matty Mock.
Mm-hmm. Good friends, sold drugs together.
Good friends with Matty Mock.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought that was all alleged.
No.
Oh,
He did.
okay.
And that wasn't even half of what he did. They were all riding around in scooters. They would have like a quarter pound like in the little trunk compartment of
We
their
need
scooters.
to inform Rob about this because I would always bring up, Matty Mock dealt coke. And he's like, allegedly.
Matty Mock did a lot of fucked up shit. And that wasn't even half the fucked up stuff on the football
Where
team.
is Matty Mock?
Probably changing tires at an AutoZone. I'm assuming.
Much respect to my guy, man.
No.
No?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
We'll move on before we get a cease and desist.
Off of Matty Mock, I mean,
Well, maybe not.
the,
Yeah, he probably
the
doesn't have-
world's greatest high school football quarterback, but, you know, what does that mean?
I don't know.
That just means you're a less cool Johnny Manziel?
Yeah, but he actually dealt drugs, allegedly.
Football players need money too, Dan. It's expensive going out every night in Columbia, Missouri, ordering dollar shots
For the bar.
for the whole bar.
Right. Well, in Orlando, you could have. It was free drinks all night till midnight. Just $5 cover.
Oh, it was $10 cover for the bottomless cup.
Yeah.
Little wheelhouse action. If Rob's in the chat,
$5 cover at Mad Hatter's or Library, Devaney's too.
does every college have a bar named the Library?
Yeah, for sure.
Why? If
It's
you're
so-
out there, why?
I know why, Giorgio. It's so when you're spending mommy and daddy's money on their credit card or their debit card, it just says the library.
Why did you spend $1,000 on bottle service at the library?
Like, see, there was first off, you're never spending $1,000 at the library, especially in Orlando. Be like, see, you spent $45 at library, which was that's a high bill at library. But why were you at the library at 1 a.m.?
Oh, that's when they close the tickets, Mom. Yeah. They close them out every day.
I had to get this book for class.
And then I got a coffee while I was there. You know, they're a little expensive. I wanted
Right.
staying up late studying, but I really appreciate that, Mom. You know, it's really helping me in my agricultural studies degree.
Yeah, well, you were, I believe you were.
I was in the ag school.
No,
Yes, I was,
you sure weren't.
Yes,
you were
I was.
You were hospitality.
which is in the ag school at Mizzou.
Why?
If you're at home, go ahead and Google the hospitality
Which,
program.
by the way,
at Mizzou.
what do you think of the hotel? Valet service. Yeah.
I liked it a lot. The lights are a little warm, a little yellow.
It's very Arizona-y.
Yeah, very Arizona. Lots of pictures of.
A lot of desert trash here.
Is that aloe vera plants or cacti? I don't know what those plants are in these photos on the room, but the breakfast was pretty good.
A lot of girls with hummingbird tattoos.
See, I love a hummingbird. I love a good hummingbird. It's good luck, right?
I couldn't tell you.
No. What about your chakra? How does it affect your chakra?
It definitely aligns them.
Hummingbirds align the chakra.
Right.
If there's any horoscope girls in the chat, go ahead and let us know if that's true or not.
Yes, BT Bates. We're in Glendale right now. I really don't fully grasp the difference. Like, it's all the same area, kind of. I think Phoenix, Tempe, it's all within driving distance
of each other. I think Glendale is just where the shopping malls are. Usually.
The outlet malls and the stadiums are here. Although I think the Suns play downtown.
The Suns do play downtown.
In Phoenix.
Yes.
Not super far. Scottsdale's not far. The West Valley, and what are you doing tonight? We're going to the fights. What do you think we're doing, Mr. Carter?
Yeah. We're here. We're here for a reason. We're giving you the pre-fight show, and we will be at the fight.
The most loaded UFC card, probably, at least in recent memory.
And we're an hour in, and we're getting to the main event. We're at the main card. We are at Israel Adesanya.
Thankfully,
Martin
you're
Vettori.
the one that's like, if we went by your pace, you would try to get through these fights in 7 minutes.
Look, I'm a quick guy, Dan, both on the stream and in the bedroom. I'm worried about me coming and them going.
No, actually, Ross has us not in nosebleeds. We are
no
eighth row?
BT Base. Yeah, we're doing it good. So
Yeah.
I want to shout out to all you guys one more time about the Patreon, because all the money you guys put towards us has gone to studio equipment, so we can build out all the new sets, the upstairs sets that you'll see coming out with Drinking Broettes. I think American Party did an episode on there. We've got a new show coming out soon with the Giggle Boys. They're going to be on our network at Saturday nights. And we're spending the money now on trips. So hopefully me and Danny can go to some cool sporting events, go to some tailgates.
We are trying.
Try to bring you some better programming.
To get back out in society, Trying to bring the people together.
Dan, you were not in society at some point in time?
No, I'm saying us as a people, we were...
Nature is healing?
Well, no, actually, nature is actually
I'm
going
confused.
back to being humanity is a cancer. Society is now no longer in remission because we're back, baby.
We're back, and everyone's back to being an asshole. Everyone's back to taking up too much space. Fat people are sitting beside each other on airplanes again. It's terrible.
Yeah, no more middle seat.
I took the middle seat today.
No more empty middle seat.
No.
The kid that sat next to you, I didn't care for him. Didn't say a single word, but I didn't like his vibe.
No, completely. He kind of looked like a DJ.
He had a nose ring.
Black hat on,
Yeah.
fully black clothes.
But like a blank black hat, like a Tony Romo, was that a Pizza Hut hat?
Yes. That's exactly what that was like. It was almost like he was going to work for a non-branded pizza company.
Right. Which he might have.
Yeah, D-brand.
When I think Arizona, I think pizza.
Do you?
No.
Well, I think slutty blonde women.
Yeah, that's fair.
The age of 22.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most babe of the days came from Arizona or Arizona State.
Do you think Marvin Vettori likes the blonde women from Arizona State?
Maybe when he's not yelling into the void.
Yeah, he yells a lot. A lot, and it's not good English.
It's a second language. I
Okay.
understand. But yeah, the shit talking.
If you guys watch the press conference,
It's very
it
humorous.
was rough.
It's
Izzy
funny
basically-
though. It's
Izzy was like,
funny how bad it is.
You didn't fight anyone, and then Vettori just starts screaming at
I'm
him.
your nightmare.
I will enter your
I'm your
heart!
nightmare.
And then Izzy was like, "You're ducking me. You fought
You ignore
nobody."
me. You ignore me. I'm your nightmare.
There's really only one question about this fight, though. Which one of them has gotten better more since their last fight?
BT Bates says Melissa King was an Arizona State girl. Yes, I've had correspondence with Melissa King before. She will not make an appearance this week, unfortunately. Yeah.
Avery said, "I thought all the money went to Jack $7,000 a week." We actually pay him in Monopoly money, and he hasn't figured that out yet. So please do not tell him.
Well, yeah, it's actually yen.
We're paying him 7,000 yen a week.
Yeah. So nothing.
It's like $20.
Yeah.
Jack's going to be really sad when he figures that out.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, check the check, man. It's a Japanese bank.
Sorry, Jack. You definitely aren't buying a home anytime soon.
Nope.
You're in your HSG. Get used to spending nights in hotels on her flight attendants rewards.
Yeah, she's definitely racking up points.
Do they think they get frequent flyer miles?
Well, for hotels, if you're gonna stay in a hotel every night, you might as well rack up those rewards.
How sweet of a life would that be?
Not sweet. I'm cool with not being a flight attendant.
It wouldn't be sweet? It wouldn't be in a suite?
Probably not. No.
Pun intended.
Probably really tired. Be constipated all day.
I was not constipated earlier. We both took about 4 poops each since we've been here.
I still haven't fully gotten it out. I've needed the shit for since about 4 a.m. this morning. I've taken like 4 shits, but I haven't haven't fully gotten it out.
We arrived to the hotel, and I leave Dan in the lobby and just go shit for 15 minutes. The concierge came out and asked him if he could help Dan because he had all these bags and wasn't doing anything. Was just sitting in the lobby, waiting for me to check in for him. But who's gotten better? Vittoria hasn't lost since his last fight to Izzy. Looks like he was taking Izzy down. Wasn't really controlling him after the takedown, but again, scoring points. What do you think?
Well, he's got to, shorten that distance with Izzy because once Izzy gets in that flow state, it's over. No, I don't think Vittoria has anything for Izzy. He does have the blueprint to beat Izzy. Thank you to Jan.
Yep.
Blachowicz kind of just
controlled that fight. Looked really good against Izzy.
What was it, 4th, 5th round? Just got those takedowns and just kind of like grinded it out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make it ugly. You got to make it grimy and dirty. And you also got to have that size. Like Jan was just so much bigger.
Jan's basically a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Like, let's just. I mean,
when he came back into the cage, like when he fought Izzy, he was probably what, like 220.
Jan's pec was the size of Izzy.
Well, Izzy had that little.
Yeah.
It's funny when he's throwing out accusations about steroids.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really do that, can you, Dan? We're not really an accredited journalist, though, so we can just say whatever we want. Izzy looked like he was on steroids, Looked like he had a little gyno. More Plates,
Legend.
More Dates did an episode on it.
But he's going to get into that flow state. He's going to piece up Vittori. He's going to win by knockout, 2nd round.
I was thinking 3rd.
I think it's quick.
What I said after the Jan fight was I don't want to be the guy to fight Izzy next. He shot for the moon. He was chasing John Jones. Izzy's been chasing this dragon since he's been in the UFC. John finally went up to heavyweight. And
I want to see him fight Rob. I want a Whitaker rematch. But, I mean, he just had a kid, so I don't know how long he's going to be out.
He's going to be out for a little bit.
How long he wants to be a dad. I mean, he's like probably the nicest dude in the UFC.
That picture of him on that floaty unicorn is probably one of my favorite photos of all time. It's Robert. If you Google this right now, Robert Whitaker in a pool on a unicorn with goggles on.
I just love when people talk shit to Rob, and he's just like, it's just like your opinion, mate. Like, cool. He's just like, I got nothing for you.
He's got some hands for you.
He does. I don't know why I always fade Rob. Rob's probably one of my favorite fighters, and I seem to always bet against him.
Because he just doesn't seem to have that X factor,
No, he's super well-rounded, but like
mega well-rounded. But he doesn't have that Izzy spark, which is where I think this is going to come into play. Izzy's so much longer, isn't going to take damage, and he said he's going to make him his next Costa. Is what he said in the pre-fight.
Yeah, but
he's going to take him apart and he's going to butt hump him.
I don't think Vittori's going to be as like cautious or even, dare I say, afraid as Paula.
No, and
that was weird, man. That was such like leading up to that. Like Paula was talking all this mad shit, and then he got in the cage and he was like legit afraid.
Wow, we have a lot of anti-Izzy fans in this chat.
Izzy's gonna get worked. No, why? No, it's
BT
not.
Bates says he's gonna get worked, and
so.
Lee Adams says Adesanya dies.
I mean, it's not Vittori's like. It's not on him for not being able to fight these guys that who's supposed to fight who drop out. Like Darren Till dropped out.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Kevin Holland. Like, sure.
I think that's a good tune-up fight for Izzy, though. To be honest, fighting
Because,
someone
like,
super tall,
Get him on the ground.
striking heavy,
Yeah.
dangerous from different angles. I think if anyone was getting him ready for this fight, Kevin Holland was a good tune-up. I don't put Kevin Holland on the same level as Izzy by any
Not
means.
even close, no. Do you think mentally where do you think Izzy is after his first loss? Even though
he's good, man. It's not his first loss though. Like, and
first mixed martial arts loss.
And I only say that because when you hear him talk about it,
loss.
He counts those kickboxing losses. He doesn't have that undefeated monkey on his back, adding that pressure to him. That's what amazes me so much about him is he just doesn't seem to feel the pressure. And he seems like he's having fun and feels at home in the cage and isn't scared. It's that fearlessness that I think people can't really match with Izzy and can't really quantify.
Well, it's because he's too busy choreographing his entrance.
I really enjoy those.
Yeah, he's just he can't think about the fight or show emotion because like he's got too many things on his mind. Like how I'm gonna react when I come out to the fight. How am I gonna react when I win the fight?
I mean, honestly, Aaron Carter had that same problem. He said when he wouldn't get nervous out there singing and dancing because he'd be dancing the entire time. He'd never have time to get nervous because he was always dancing. Izzy never has time to get nervous because he's always dancing.
Right. He's gonna, he might he'll beat Vettori, knock him out, maybe dry hump him a little bit, and then hit the spinneroonie.
Do you think he gets on the cage afterwards? Do you think he runs up, straddles the cage, puts his hands up?
I think he runs back. He maybe throws in the spinneroonie, but he just did that against Paulo. So maybe he switches it up. Maybe does the worm and just flexes.
Johnny Hendricks style?
Johnny Walker.
Yeah, John Walker, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Just flexes on Johnny Walker.
I can do the worm?
I can do the worm without getting hurt.
That'd be a good T-shirt. That'd be a really good T-shirt. Any closing words for tonight? Anything you're excited about particularly? Because my parlay real quick. The 3-fight parlay real quick for me. The Bilal Muhammad, we're going to go Figgy, and then we're going to go Izzy. Is I think my 3-fight lock of the night. Do you got anything, Dan?
So Izzy, Figgy. Then probably Jamal Hill are my 3 most confident picks, probably. Yeah, I'll go with that. Super confident, right? I know. Oh, man. How many times are you going to go to the bathroom there, Giorgio? What? Just pissing left and right. You're like a dog just trying to mark his territory.
Look, you guys know I have that small bladder. It comes up all the time here in Drinking Bros. Yeah, I mean, I got to go. It's probably all the years of cutting weight. BT Bates says Jamal Hill is fighting who? Katie Nolan?
He said Jamel Hill, so like the fucking reporter from ESPN.
Oh, hilarious. No more celebrities fighting. I'm really bored of it. It's not good. What am I most excited about for tonight?
Potentially getting dinner with Rogan.
Dude, can't float that. You can't float that.
I know.
Our guest canceled on us and may give us an exclusive dinner with Rogan.
I don't think it's exclusive.
No, it'll probably be a lot of people. We'll probably be nowhere near close to Rogan, but we might be at the table.
I don't even think we have the clothes to be at that dinner, to be real.
Look, there is a Lululemon really close to us.
You're going to buy a suit there?
No, I'm probably going to buy Can I buy a rash guard? Can I be that guy? Can I be John Donner and just go everywhere in a rash guard?
Just fuck it. Buy a kilt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in support of the Scottish heritage.
Just be big Paul Craig guy tonight.
No. I am, I think Leon Edwards. Tonight. I'm a big Leon Edwards. I'm a big Brad Riddle fan.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Chase Hooper.
Leon Edwards is for sure the most confident in Leon.
Yeah. I'm happy to see. These are going to be fun fights. Like, these aren't going to be boring hugging fights. These are going to be like interesting, wild guys going after it.
Which fuck? Did I just go all favorites on the card?
We did. Tonight is an all favorites card. I know this is not a Dirty Dan special. This is not a Value Dan special.
Feels so bad. It's for sure not going to.
You sprinkled the Nate.
Oh yeah, just don't, because there's no value on Leon. Like,
no,
you throw him in the parlay, and then you just fucking.
Honestly, I think is the money to be made on Lauren Murphy?
No, because I'm not betting Lauren Murphy. No.
I think that's where the money's at, is on Lauren Murphy and Brad Riddle. I think if you're looking for some even odds and you're looking for Papa G to come in clutch with some knowledge, Brad Riddle is probably my lock of the night over Drew Dober.
You just hate his face.
I really do. I hate him so much.
Why?
It's so bad. He's like every
He's
action
like-
figure I ever bought at like a Dollar General.
He is. He looks like Sage Northcutt if he was stung by a bunch of bees.
He looks like a Captain America in a little person's movie. Like if it's a movie filled with LPs and he's Captain America.
But everyone's in a bobblehead.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I can pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back. Hopefully,
Damian Maya's last fight.
Damian Maya's last fight. That'll be interesting. Hopefully,
Shale fought Damian Maya.
I know.
In the UFC.
I know. Which, by the way, fuck. We should have, in hindsight, we should have watched Shale's fucking preview show.
Oh, I did.
And then just faded everything. Who's he have? Because like whatever Chael picks, just pick the opposite because that's usually what happens. I mean, all love the Chael, but like, bro, you're terrible at making picks.
Yeah, he is the kiss of death when it comes to making picks.
You really are. You're the mush. Yeah, no, I'm excited. We'll take it all in. Hopefully, have a good night. We'll be back maybe later tonight.
Yeah, I think we may pop in
show.
super late for a post-fight recap show where we get wild. I think we're going to get drunk, talk about our experience. We may go check out the fight zone, maybe take some video, some
Maybe.
pics.
May
go to the pool.
tomorrow. Might be getting little golf action.
Yeah.
Little preview for the U.S. Open. That hopefully, ideally, time frame comes out Tuesday. Just need to cross some T's and dot some I's with a lady friend.
And if you're out here in Arizona at UFC 263, give us a shout out. We'll come take some selfies. We'll come take some video. We'll throw that into the recap episode either here on Monday or tonight when we're done with everything. Hopefully we have some wild stories. Any last comments from you guys in the comments
They're
section?
saying what bar we head into after. Who knows?
Who knows? DM either me or Dan. We'll keep our phones on us all day. We are super happy to meet up because we love you guys, and you're the reason that we come out here, and you're the ones who are bringing us out here. So yeah, as soon as we find a bar, we're staying at the hotel right beside the stadium, and there's
always convenient. Yeah,
there's
it's
a-
super nice.
there's a bunch of like bars and restaurants around
nice
here.
little courtyard in here.
Yeah, maybe we hit the pool up afterwards. Maybe we find some ladies of the evening.
Can't do that.
I know you
can,
can,
you
but
can,
you
yeah.
know, less for you is more for me,
Sure.
baby.
You can have
No, I just want to say I love y'all. I'm ready to watch some violence. I'm ready to be part of this violence.
Just looking for some good old fashioned scraps.
I'm ready to drink $30 beers and pretend to be friends with Joe Rogan, because honestly, that's what life is about: pretending you know famous people and paying too much money for alcohol.
It's the dream, baby.
And on that note, I love you guys. This has been Papa G and Full Value Dan for our UFC 263 preview show.
We'll see you maybe later. Who knows?